Short chapters. Awesome. Hi guys, this is Connie, back for some more Connie Reads Lawn Boy. This Lawn Boy Returns. Let me be specific. We are on chapter 3, titled The Methodology of Team Development. After we were done working on the Gorin's yard, we dropped off the push mowers and drove to the burger barn for lunch. Alan and Kenny clinging to the sides of my mower because you're not allowed to walk up to the drive-through window. No one ever said anything about lawnmowers being prohibited, though. We screamed our orders into the speaker over the whine of the idling engine, and when we putt-putted around the corner to pick up our food, we cracked up at the look on the window girl's face. She laughed, too. We raced each other to the park, halfway between the burger barn and Arnold's house. Alan and Kenny made better time walking, Kenny backwards and dribbling his basketball, and Alan forwards but reading, than I did on the lawnmower. After we snarfed our burgers and fries and onion rings, I told them, "Okay, let's go meet a friend of mine." And then we pointed the lawnmower in the direction of Arnold's house. When I walked in with Alan and Kenny, Arnold was sitting on his screened-in porch at his round picnic table drinking his hippie tea with 4 strangers, 2 men and 2 women. "Groovy, you're here. And you brought friends. Far out." Arnold pulled extra chairs out from the kitchen and practically fell over himself, shaking Alan's and Kenny's hands, introducing himself and pouring 3 more glasses of tea. When Arnold told them he was my stockbroker, Kenny and Alan looked at him, at me, at each of the other 4 people sitting at the table, at each other, and raised their eyebrows. Then they sat down. Arnold began to speak. "Given the dramatic and, may I add, unprecedented expansion of your financial assets and professional interests this summer, which is, of course, trippy and wild, I think we need to discuss adding to the team. I've done some research and found 4 people I think you should meet." I remembered the last time Arnold thought I should meet someone. Pasquale. And then I pictured the other 14 people Pasquale had brought on board as we had expanded our services from mowing lawns to also doing cleanup at night, because some of our employees worked other jobs in the daytime but needed the extra income, as well as shrub trimming, pool cleaning, sidewalk edging, and garage cleaning. I braced myself as Arnold introduced his other guests. Alan and Kenny looked slightly terrified to find themselves in a business meeting. Kenny patted his basketball nervously, and Alan absentmindedly thumbed through his book. Their eyes were fixed on Arnold. "Savannah's the best accountant in town," Arnold said. Good, I thought, because I shouldn't settle for second best. "Lindy is an up-and-coming attorney." Well, that's just perfect, inasmuch as I am up-and-coming, too. "Frank is the most efficient business manager I've ever met." I nodded. Doesn't every soon-to-be 7th grader need a good business manager? "And Gibb is an administrative assistant without peer." Arnold finished. Which is swell, since I'm at the point in my career where I shouldn't hire employees with peer. Goodness. Well, let's see. Kenny was sitting with the basketball forgotten in his lap, and miracle of miracles, Alan had set his book aside. They were both slack-jawed. I remembered feeling like that all the way back in early June. "I guess," Kenny finally said slowly, "but the butler, chauffeur, and personal chef couldn't make this meeting." "Oh, I guess," Kenny finally said slowly, "the butler, chauffeur, and personal chef couldn't make this meeting?" "No," Arnold stated before he saw Kenny's grin. "Oh, right. Ha. I guess this comes as a surprise if you haven't been here since the start." "Surprise?" Alan said carefully. I held my breath and waited to see how they rolled with the idea that the guy they went trick-or-treating with was a businessman who had, as Kenny put it, serious coin. Alan leaned forward. "So, Arnold, what's the next step?" "And," Kenny said, "how can we help?" Grandma once said, "If you have good friends, you should consider yourself truly wealthy." Of course, she was replying to my question about why we turned the clocks back in the fall. But at that moment, I knew exactly what she'd been talking about. And that's the end of chapter 3. Be careful with that and enjoy. Please and thank you. And I will see you for the next installment. Have a great one. Bye.